Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great day. Um, Yesterday we read a book together called Cinderella, and it had a lot of similarities, a lot of things that were the same to Cinderella stories that we've been reading, and then it might have had some differences too. So our main character in Cinderella was a boy named Matteo, instead of a girl named Cinderella. Today we are going to work on assigning some character traits. So we've talked a lot about this over the past month. Let's take a look at our objective today. Today is May 27th, 2020, and our objective is we will identify, that means to find, the character traits of characters in a fairy tale using a graphic organizer to show what the character says and does. All right, so let's practice together. I say, you say. We will identify the character traits of characters in a fairy tale using a graphic organizer to show what the character says and does. Great job, first graders. Okay, so I thought as a warm-up to remind our brains what character traits are, is we would do a little sort. And I have a table here at the top. It says, is it a? You try. Good. Is it a character trait or is it a describing word? So let's talk about the difference between those two things. A character trait is a describing word that shows what a character is like on the inside. So a character trait is not something you can see with your eyes. A describing word to describe a person could just be something to show what we see when we look at them. Okay, so we want to be able to identify the difference. So I have here some words. We're going to practice saying them together. I say, you say. Kind, tall, beautiful, smart, blonde, brave, athletic, mean, thin, muscular. Okay, some of these are character traits. They describe how the person is on the inside, what their personality is like, and then some of them are describing words. We could use them to show what we see. So let's try to sort. Let's start with the top word, kind. Can you see if someone is kind with your eyes? Can you look at a stranger and say, they are kind? Yes or no? Probably not. You can tell a person is kind by noticing what they say and what they do. So that must be a character trait. Good. So I'm going to put that word here under character trait. Now at home, you don't need to be writing these down. This is just a review for our brains to remember what these words are. Okay? Let's look at the next one. Tall. Can I look at someone with my eyes and say, wow, they are tall? Yes. So that's just a describing word, a word we can describe how somebody looks. Okay, so I'm going to put that over here. Beautiful. Can you look at someone with their eyes and say, wow, they are beautiful? Yes. So that's a describing word. That's not a character trait, how they are on the inside. Okay, the next one is smart. Could I look at a person and say they are smart? Could I just tell with my eyes? Yes? No. I don't think so. I would need to figure out that they are smart by looking at what they say and what they do. Then I could tell that someone is smart. But I couldn't walk down the street and see a stranger, someone I don't know, and say, ooh, they are smart. No, I'd have to see what they say and what they do. Good. Blonde. This might be a new word for some of us. Blonde means a person that has hair that's kind of the color of, it's kind of yellow color, like the movie Rapunzel. In the movie, or Tangled, Rapunzel is blonde. Her hair is yellow. Elsa in Frozen, she has blonde hair. Could I look at someone and say, oh, they are blonde? Could I look at their hair and say, ooh, it's that color? Yes? No? Yes. I could just look with my eyes and see they are blonde. I could describe them by saying, he or she is blonde. They have yellow colored hair. Okay? So that's a describing word. It's not a character trait. It doesn't tell me what kind of person they are on the inside. Brave. Can I look at someone and just tell by seeing they are brave? Or do I have to know what they say and what they do? That's right. I have to see what they say and what they do. So that must be a character trait. Tells how they are on the inside. The next one, athletic. Athletic. Could I look at a stranger on the sidewalk and say they are athletic? Probably not. I don't know if they are good at sports just by looking at them standing there. So it must be a character trait. Okay, it tells something about them. Mean. Can I look at a stranger and tell in a second if they are mean? Yes or no? No, I can't. I have to see what they're saying is mean or what they are doing is mean. I cannot just tell by looking at them. So this is a character trait. Thin. Thin means skinny, okay? It's the opposite of fat. So can I look at someone on the street and tell if they are thin, if they are skinny? Yes. So that's just a describing word. It tells what we see on the outside. And the last one, muscular. Muscular means they have muscles. Could I look at a stranger and tell if they have lots of muscles? Yeah, I could. So this is a describing word. It's what I see. Let's look at the list that we came up with of character traits. Character traits. I say, you say. Kind. Kind means nice. Smart. Brave. Athletic. Mean. These are not the complete list of character traits. There are many, but I just wanted to get your brains thinking about the kind of words that are character traits as we move forward today. All right, so remember, a character trait is what a person is like on the inside. It's how we can describe what they are like, okay? Okay. Today, what we are going to do is Miss Makadia is going to work with you to find evidence in the story Cinderella that we read yesterday for the stepbrothers, Mateo's stepbrothers. So we're going to look for what those stepbrothers said and what they do, and then you're going to think about what that tells us about what kind of person they are on the inside. What is a character trait we could use to describe the stepbrothers? Okay, so let's start by filling some of this out together. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. You do not need to write this part at home. When we are all done, I'm going to give you a sentence starter so that you can write one sentence at home when we are all done. Okay? Good. All right, so our title of our story that we read yesterday was Cinderella. I'm going to write that here. And the character, today we're going to do two characters because they're kind of like the twins. We're going to say the stepbrothers, and we're going to say their names, Primo and Guapo. Okay, so that's who we are trying to describe today, Primo and Guapo. So we need to go and find some evidence, what they say and what they do. So I'm going to come back here. Okay, I remember towards the beginning of the story, Mateo is feeling sad. Okay, let's see what it says on this page. Mateo's stepfather had twin sons. Mateo was happy to have new brothers, but the twins, Primo and Guapo, were spoiled, mean, and greedy. Ooh, I heard some words that sounded like character traits in that sentence. So keep those in your mind for when we use our evidence later. They didn't like Mateo. Mateo asked if they wanted to play baseball. Let's see what they say. So this is our evidence on what the twins are saying in the story. We would never play baseball with a runt like you, Primo said. A runt means someone who's really little. Actually, we'll never play with you at all, added Guapo. Okay, I'm going to stop there. That gives us some evidence on what the twins are saying. What they say shows us things about their character traits. It shows us what kind of people they are on the inside. So let's go back to our table. I'm going to remember these sentences. Our first piece of evidence for the twins is something they say. We would never play baseball with a runt like you. And then the other brother says, actually, we would never play with you at all. So those are two sentences about what the twins say. Think about, what does that show us about what kind of people they are? Does it show us that they're brave? Does it show us that they're funny? What does it show us if they're saying to him, we would never play baseball with a runt like you? Actually, we would never play with you at all? Think about that. Let's go on to the next page and see if we can find more evidence. They made Mateo do all the chores. Chores are jobs or work around the house. So it looks like they're making Mateo mow the lawn or cut the grass. Okay, I think this is a good piece of evidence. So let's put that here. I'm going to change my color. And I'm going to write, this is something, they don't say this, but it's something they do. They made Mateo do all of the chores. Okay, they're making him do all of the work at home. Okay, we have some good evidence. Let's see if we find anything else. Look at him work while we play, said Guapo. Just like Cinderella, added Primo. I know, Guapo cried. Let's call him Cinderello. So the twins teased and bullied Mateo. I'm going to stop there. We have more evidence. We could write what they say. Okay, they're kind of picking on him, making fun. But I'm going to use this sentence at the end for my evidence. The twins teased and bullied Mateo. Let's add one more detail here. Let's write it as our last piece of evidence. The twins teased and bullied Mateo. Okay, we've got great pieces of evidence that we found right in the story by going back and reading it over again. So I think we did a great job. Now we need to use these pieces of evidence to decide what is our opinion of the twins, Primo and Guapo. Okay, what is our opinion? Do we think that they're nice? Do we think that they're smart? What kind of people are they? I want you to start. We're going to start an opinion paragraph. And we can start, remember, by saying, I think, or I feel. I think this time I'm going to start my opinion with I think. I think the stepbrothers are blank. Or you could say, I think Primo and Guapo are blank. I want you to choose one of these sentence starters, and I want you to give the twins a character trait. What kind of person are they? What do these pieces of evidence show us about what kind of person they are? All you have to do today to show Miss Makadia is one sentence at home, and you can send it my way. I would love to read it. If you don't have pencil and paper, then you can practice telling someone in your house, I think the stepbrothers are blank. Okay? Then tomorrow we will try to finish our opinion paragraph. Okay? This is our opinion statement. Tomorrow we will try to come up with our reasons, which should be easy because we already found them in the story. And then we'll do our closing statement. All right? Okay, I can't wait to hear your opinions of what character traits the twins have. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.